Hey everyone, good morning. This is going to be one for Jack and Lilly Sullivan. It's part 5. So let me just give out what I've been getting and hope that Spirit leads for me to interpret the cards correctly. I do the best that I can. And let's hope we get these kids found soon. All right, so first thing I've gotten is, it's already been like agreed upon that whoever took them and whoever gave them, that if one is found out and even arrested, that they claim they did it all on their own and that the other one does not get arrested about the whole thing. They're like never even named. They don't know, but of course, prison time can change that no matter how good your vow is. So who knows if they're going to keep to that or if they might break during interrogation, right? But that's what was said to me. Now, something else, something significant about owls, all right? I got owl, and then I got the word lodge. It could be a lodge somewhere on like Owl Lane or something, but where I don't know anything about Canada or any Nova Scotia or anything, I looked up on Google and I just put owl lodge for the heck of it, and there actually is an owl lodge, and it's only 55 minutes away from Pictou County. Now, it's in Alban, Ontario, but remember, this could also be Owl Street that's closer, or Owl Lane, Owl Nest Road. I don't know, but that's what I got. Now, also, it seems to be it's in Ontario, which is only 55 minutes away. Also, I mean, the family could have gone on vacation. I could be picking up memories, right? Or it's something significant. Did whoever took them go there? Are they there now? Were they there? Did they drive by it? Because I also got that whoever had the kids, whoever has them, I heard on back road to Toronto. Now, it could also mean on back road to Toronto or to Toronto and back. I just want to add that. So someone could have went to Toronto and then they come back since then. Or they could be in Toronto. All right. And let me think. Okay, so also I guess it just came out there that on the CBC News that the police went and got trail cams from neighbors that were like 3 or 5 miles away. I've heard both mileage because they, So what was interesting on the CBC video about it is there was a 50-gallon tank. Now, my last video on Lily and Jack a couple of days ago, I think this is part 5, so I have them in a playlist if anyone's interested, is I picked up a 50-gallon tank. Mine was rusty that I saw. I concentrated on the rust. And what's interesting is when I saw that blue 50-gallon tank, it dawned on me, I don't even know the color. I was just concentrating on the rust for some reason. All right. Now, to me, that's a good sign. There's 50-gallon tanks and they're actually in the woods. I didn't know they would be. I know nothing about the place. From what I look, the way it's attached to a tree, I don't know, maybe they're collecting maple syrup trees. I don't know. But to me, that was a good sign that I'm on the right track. So let's hope we can find these kids. And hopefully, you never know, they might pick up evidence of the children. The children may be with someone and they see that. And they went beyond. I think they went to the 27th of April, right? So, well, let's hope they find something. Hold on. And yeah, I did pick up on that same video that I'm talking about that I did, that energy did turn negative, and it did. I think right now someone is really contemplating, is it worth having them with all this going on? Is it worth? Am I going to get caught? Because, of course, the only possible choice is, unfortunately, to discard of the bodies. All right. But right now, in the energy I'm picking up today, I do believe, and I hope I'm right, that they still are alive and they're with someone. I think it's a couple, and we'll see how it comes about. So, and let's also remember, if they do find evidence, right? If they do find evidence of the children near one of these cameras, it doesn't mean that the people on that that own that property are guilty. That property, I mean, there's acres and acres of property. So, let's remember that. I mean, there's a possibility they could be, obviously, but it doesn't mean that they are, okay? So let's see what's going on with Jack and Lily today. Please, Spirit, show me truth and help me discern in clarity what the cards are saying and what y'all saying. Open to receive all messages. Thank you. And what's going on with Jack and Lily? I also want to welcome everyone. Welcome my new subscribers and those who are just visiting and stopping by to see what's going on. Thank you for the few comments I've received. We're all one, and that's the thing. We all want these children found, and that's the bottom line for me. Just get them found. All right, Jack and Lily. What's going on with Jack and Lily? Please show me true. All right. I'll show you the cards in a minute. Interesting. Wow. Okay. So we have the Knight of Swords with a broken home. Now it's broken no matter what because of what's going on. Broken home life. But there's movement. There's definite strong movement. Yeah, I see that. Good. Definite strong movement because there will be justice. There will be justice brought to this case. I'm not saying today or tomorrow, but behind the scenes, there's definite movement. I also believe everyone's on the cops are getting the cameras and stuff, but I see three different, I don't know if it's three different departments in law enforcement or like one whole department, but three different teams. They've all been tasked to going a different direction to find out different information. And those three teams actually act as one, and they're bringing in all this information, okay? Now, I also got the King of Pentacles, which I do believe is the police, all right? Holding on tight to everything. I know people are like upset a little bit about them not letting out more information, no more. They can't. They'll corrupt the case, right? They can't do it, especially, well, either way. If the kids are truly alive, they don't want someone to get heads up and do something that may harm those children and actually kill them, or may up and move those children to a different. It's harder when people are moving and moving and moving with a child or children, right? They can't be located. So they're doing right, holding on tight to everything they may know. All right. And then there's fighting. There's definite discontent and fighting with a female that's really upset. Someone who feels like she's nervous. I got that. She's definitely nervous. But I don't know if it's over doing something bad. But it's also going to be let out about some arguments or some fights. And the truth, no matter what's been told, now the truth will overcome. And that female is not. In other words, no matter what happens to this case, the female that I'm picking up, and I'm not pinpointing fingers, there's a female that felt at first that things were going to go right, going to go straight forward, going to be, and now her whole world, it's upside down because of certain questions that are uncomfortable for her to answer, certain things that she knows that she doesn't want to let out, but eventually they're going to be let out. All right. Now, that doesn't mean that this certain woman actually took the kids. I mean, it could be one of them because there were more than one, right? But there's a couple. I still think there's a couple. Now, the couple could always separate themselves, but I don't know. I'm not talking about the mom and dad when I say a couple. In other words, leaving with the children, right? These kids, I believe, were handed over. I said that in my first video from what I picked up. Handed over by someone to a couple that the children knew. All right? But I don't know who handed them over. So let's see, what's the vibes for Emily? Emily! Oh my God! That name! Emily. Emily's definitely significant, apparently. And I picked up on her on the second reading and put it out there and read on her a little bit, I think. And she could be just behind the scenes in a good way or in a bad way. But she's someone who keeps coming up. I mean, it could also be that they're trying to change Lily's name to Emily, like I said in the beginning, which some people will do that. Hold on, I need a drink, guys. Of iced coffee. I don't like to drink alcohol so I can make that clear. All right. Lily and Jack. Lily and Jack. Give me the energies of Lily and Jack, please. What's going on with Lily and Jack? He came out before. Yeah, the wealthy man. He came out in another reading. And the psychopath. All right. There's someone that's very unstable around those children. And I'm hoping to pick up this present energy. I know it's sad, but if they're alive and surviving, they'll overcome all of this if we can find them, if the police find them. And established. This is someone who's wealthy, settled, and secure. They even have like a sports car, but that's what's on the picture. I don't know if they actually do. But this is someone who's definitely abusive, unpredictable, and conniving. And they had money. Could also be a person that does, drug dealer, right? Who has a lot of money. They do it the wrong way. So we'll see. But where it says established. Let's see. What else? Anything else? Let's go. What else about Lily and Jack? Toxic narcissist. Holy crap. Egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. Yeah, opportunist. This was an opportunity for someone. Like, I'm hearing both parties. An opportunity for both parties, the giver and the receiver. Anything else? And that's masculine energy. So it could be two. The giver could have been a male and the receiver a male, though there is a couple element to that, or the masculine energy because they're really dealing with the psychopath that has them now. And you know, the giver, I don't think they knew how screwed up this person really is, even though that doesn't matter. You don't just give kids out to people. I don't care. You know, it's sort of like, it's not full, at least from what I'm getting, it's not a full human trafficking ring type deal. These children were given, and this couple is keeping them. Even though I think it's the male that's more strongly debating if they keep them or discard them, you know. Yeah, I feel I'm done with those ones, but let's go to these ones actually. Emily, oh, Emily, you guys hear that? I mean, there has to be something to that. I'm so sorry, but there has to be. Lilly, Jack. Tell me about Lilly and Jack more. Where are they? What's going on with them? Oh. All right, let's see. Well, killer profile indicates narcissist or sociopath. So here we go. Psychopath. Now, I'm not saying that they've been actually killed, okay? I'm not. And here's the narcissist. So you got both. Narcissist, psychopath. I really, you know, cards are just confirming, which is fine. It's always good to have the cards confirm. Illegal activities played a role. And I do think there was a secondary situation going on. I'm not going to point fingers to any one person like I told y'all. But I do believe there was some kind of illegal. Could it be drugs? Could it be a sexual illegal? Could it be anything illegal that played a role in these children being gone? Let's put it that way. Take a closer look at one of the suspects, which I do believe that's what the police are doing. The police are looking, but I don't know if even this guy's on the radar. This couple, this guy. I'm getting more of the guy than the female now, because I originally picked up a couple. I don't know why that is. A closer observation of the victim's living space may provide clues. All right. So, say what they couldn't find the first time, like at the house or right in that backyard or whatever. The police go back for another search and they actually find something that would be, find something that would be helpful. Anything else here? Oh, this one wants to come out. These two want to come out. Lies, deception, and potential cover-up. We already know this, right? And victim or victim's family was familiar with, it's saying killer, but I'm saying abductor. And that's what I picked up the first time around, my first reading, which is the kids knew who took them. They know them. They were comfortable leaving with them. Let's put it that way, right? Let me pull these ones. Anything else, guys, for Jack and Lilly? Anything else for Jack and Lilly? Give me some energy. Where are they? Who are they with? What's going on with them right now? What's around them? What's around them? What can we just locate them for us? Give me some information about Jack and Lilly. Oh, boy. So, yeah, we know there are false. There's more than one person that's being false. So, false people, which also mean false information. And these two cards. That's travel. Definitely travel in an unusual manner. You know, you don't really see boats flying, right? Unusual manner of travel. There's mountain around it. It's also distant. So, you know, there could be mountains, there could be tall hills, but both of them show travel. And, well, this one shows travel, but they both show a distance. I don't know if that distance is within 10 miles, but distance from the beginning of their search, distance from that home to me would be 50 miles or more, and that's or 30 to 50 miles more than where the house is. That was Lily and Jack's home, right? But there's distance, there's travel. And I did pick up, what I started with was Owls Lodge, which was 55 miles away. Toronto, that's distant, you know. So, and the sad part is, like in Dylan's case, I did Dylan L or 2 if you want to check that out. And I also did Sebastian Rogers if you're interested in finding that, looking at that one. But the longer, I mean, it's been 3 weeks, right? Something could happen to these children. And they'd be left in like a woodsy area or whatever, or even in a river. The longer they're gone, it could seem like, oh, they just fell into a river, or, oh, they've been here the whole time. It's like, but they don't even go through the whole step-by-step story of, well, where have they been? Because they want to, think, okay, this just happened, and they've been here for 3 weeks. They've been here for 10 weeks. They've been, you know what I mean? So hopefully that does not happen. Hopefully the decision to actually discard them does not happen. I want them alive. We all do. All right, I'm going to be ending my video with hope here. These are cards of like hope and so forth. So what do we have for Lily and Jack today? What should we know? What do we have about Lily and Jack today? We have flexibility. Gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you. Bend, don't break. So I think the children are actually like going with the flow or trying to. Flexibility. There's major turbulence, especially in their lives. And I do believe, if they survive this, they will overcome it in life, All right, so that's what I got for today. Let me just check anything else. No, I'm not hearing or getting anything else. So let's keep out the prayers and the positive thoughts and hope and pray they're found soon, very soon. Take care, y'all.